It's a bit of an impromptu video as we approach Christmas, just to help you a little bit more in terms of familiarization with the buying and selling process on the exchange. Now, this is inside my Bittrex account, and you have me here on the Power Ledger market screen. And the reason I'm there is that I had 10,090 Power Ledger that I purchased back on the, that's my spreadsheet there, by the way, back on the 15th of December. You see it there on my sheet. I bought these at 3,621 satoshis, 0.000361 BTC, in other words, and they're already well, they were a little bit higher early, but they were up at 6,000 satoshis. And what I actually did is I put in originally, you can still see it here, I put in an order to sell all of them, all 10,000 that I currently own, and at a price of 6,015. And the reason I wanted to do that, let's put that in there, is because that represented a very handsome 66% profit in 3 days. And back when I did that, the dollar price was up to 114, and thus I actually received, or would have received, a 75% actual dollar profit. Okay, now I was successful in selling part of that batch. If I slide down the market screen here a bit, you will see at the bottom my order history, and you can still see the buy order there, okay, where I bought in 2 lumps at 362. Actually, part of it was at 3596, but I've put it all down on my sheet as 3621, the higher buy price, and you'll see that I've actually sold already 7,960 of them at a price of 6,014, so very close to the 6,015 that I wanted. Now, the question for me becomes, do I now carry on and sell that remaining 2,130 and a bit at the current price, or do I wait for it to go back up? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave it as it is for now, and then in a moment I'm going to try and find something I feel happy to buy, so I can show you the reverse of the scenario I've just gone through. I'm going to explain this in a little bit more detail, but it's just to get you comfortable with the process. So I sold 7,960. I'm not going to worry about the bits and pieces, so I'm going to put down on my sheet here the actual price, which was 6,014 in the end. That was accurate in terms of its dollar price at the time, and I'm going to put down the let's just see what it was again, 7,960 figure in there, so we have some outstanding. Okay, so that's what I made on that 7,960, and clearly at 66%, that's more than regained for me the total purchase price. So I still have around about 20% of my holding, or maybe slightly more than 20% outstanding, but I've more than made my money back and a bit of profit on the bits I've sold. So just to run through that so that you understand it a little bit better, I logged into Bittrex. I'm assuming you have a Bittrex account here, and I don't need to explain all that, but I logged into Bittrex. I went to the market screen and I put POWR in the search box, and that brought up the Power Ledger market. So I clicked on POWR. This will refresh the market now, and it will tell you in a moment, when it's all loaded in, how many POWR I still have available, because when you're in a given market screen, it will always show you what you have available in Bitcoin, if you're in a Bitcoin market, which we are, and it will show you what you have available in that particular altcoins. So I have, as you can see, 2100 and a bit Power Ledger altcoins still. I'm not worried about the market being down from when I started out earlier, because I know it will go back up again. And I'd be happy, by the way, as I explained when I explained the purchase of Power Ledger, I'll be more than happy to hold this long term. If it went back down to the levels that I purchased at before, I would happily buy some more of them, by the way, as well. So this is selling, and we're on the selling side of the screen for that exercise I just carried out, and selling is the ask side, okay, and the bid side is the buying side. Okay, so if you're buying, you're trying to get the best price you can in terms of lowest price possible, obviously. When you're selling, you're trying to get the highest price that you can. Now, I've been looking very closely at a coin called ADA. Okay, I'm just going to put a search in for that. ADA. Cardano, to give it its full name, and the Cardano token, the Cardano project token, is called ADA. Okay, so if you look this up on CoinMarketCap, which I will do now, in fact I've already got it set there, on CoinMarketCap you can see Cardano ADA. You can see its current price is about 49 cents. Most recent 24 hours it's gone down almost 5%. There's the chart. You can see that it's gone basically up since being launched on the markets, which was not that long ago, tail end of November. Excuse me. Sorry, it was launched before that. Tail end of November is when it started to gain traction, because part of their project was coming together. Brief history of Cardano. It's been described as the Japanese equivalent of Ethereum. Not entirely certain why, because the founder of Cardano is the same guy that was one of the co-founders of Ethereum. So this guy knows what he's doing. The team behind Cardano is excellent. I'm not going to get into their history here, because this is about finding your way around and using Bittrex. But I've been watching it for a while. I was hoping for a big fall off in price. I should have bought down here really on December the 7th when it dropped a bit, but I didn't think that was the right time. I thought it would drop some more, but I'm now beginning to think that this is going to grow and grow, and long term it literally could be like Ethereum. Okay, I was very lucky with Ethereum in that I bought it at around $7 and it's now worth $700. Well, thinking about it logically, if this does half as well as Ethereum and I can buy it at $0.50 or less than $0.50, it's a pretty good deal. So the first thing I need to do is decide how much of it I'm going to buy. So let's go back to Bittrex. We are on the ADA purchasing screen. It's been pretty stable in the last few hours. These are 30-minute chunks, so it's kind of moving sideways. Another reason why perhaps waiting for it to drop more could be a problem. And if we expand out, we'll see that in specifically the last 30 minutes, it started to go up again. In fact, it's now hit 50 cents. I don't really want to be jumping in and buying for the hell of it, but I don't want it to get too much higher either. So I've got 2.19 Bitcoin available to me right now. I generally will only go 5% per holding, but in this particular instance, I'm gonna go 10%. How many can I get for 10% of my current holding? I generally just experiment with this. I'm putting 1,000 in. We'll put last price for now. Okay, so I can probably manage a bit more than that. We'll go 10,000. 2.6 is probably a bit high. So maybe we'll go 9,000. Right, so I'm asking for 9,000 of them. That's going to cost me 0.23 Bitcoin. Still a little over 10%. So let's drop it a bit. 2.1. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to go for 8,000 of them. All I did is I put 8,000 in there manually. Price, I clicked last price, and it's always set to limit buy, and it's going to cost me 0.21 Bitcoin. It's dropping off a little. I'm set to 2621. It's going up again. Okay, I'm just going to try and get it at that 2621. So I click buy. It asks me to confirm. I'm confirming, and it's placing the order. Now at the moment it's not going to complete because I'm a little bit above, as you can see, where I need to be, and that's my order there with the asterisks. Okay, so you can see it now under the order book. It isn't top of the queue as order sizes go. I've joined another batch at the same price. Yeah, we don't have any big blocks ahead of us. The market is jumping up and down. I should get some of this fulfilled, I would think, at that level, but let's see what happens. So just to recap, I went in here, I added 8,000, that's what I wanted to buy. I clicked on price and just went for last price for simplicity. You can then highlight your price and adjust it if you want to. I didn't bother. And then I clicked the buy button, got the confirmation screen, and away we went. And you'll see over here now that some of my order appears to have been fulfilled. If I scroll down, you'll see the open order there for 8,000 of them. And if we scroll down further, it's not showing closed orders yet, although it does appear to be showing me some balance available. So I think I've had some of it covered, and it's kind of bouncing in and out, I would suggest. So now what I do is I either decide to wait until it's all fulfilled at the price I want, and when I'm close to the top of this order book on the bid side, I'm not inclined to change it. But if I wanted to change it, I could come down to open orders, click the cross, forget about it. Now, one of the things that I like to do, I don't always do it, it kind of depends how I'm feeling at the moment, with the market generally being positive and moving up for most, to be fair, most altcoins. I'm not inclined to worry too much about this, but what I normally do is once I've purchased, I will then instantly put a sell order in so that can fulfill automatically even in my absence. Okay, so okay, there's nothing changing around that price because the market is being forced up. So I'm going to start, in fact I have dramatically started to drop down on this order book here. So do we, don't we? Do we, don't we? Do we come out and reset? We're not a million miles off of where I want. I mean, you remember it was 50 cents when I started looking. It's now 51, so it is kind of moving up. I don't want it getting away too far, but I have got nearly 6,000 of them, so maybe I'll stay there. Maybe I will. Now, I think for now, with this coin, I'm definitely of the view, let's look at long-term hold. Let's see what happens next year. And look, as I've been talking, we've looked off market, you'll see the price has skittered back down a little bit, and I appear to already have my 8,000. Let's have a look for confirmation down here. Still not showing in my order history, and that's still showing as an open order. So there you go, that's Bittrex for you. It's telling me I've got them all, and then it's telling me I haven't, so I don't know, but I'm going to go with I've got them. Okay, the rest is just Bittrex catching up. So if I refresh the screen here, if I'm lucky, we'll get some confirmation I have actually bought them. Does this quite a lot, by the way. You're never quite sure in the middle of a deal whether you've got them all or you haven't got them all. Okay, so well, I was at 2621 if I recall, and there's no asterisk with my order there. And now, having refreshed, my open order has disappeared, and here we have confirmation of my buy at 2621 just there. So that now goes on my spreadsheet. 18th of December, ADA 8000 Bittrex, and the price was, just to confirm again, 2620. You see, it's just slightly below the 2621 I was asking, so that's good. It actually got me a slightly better price. So it's never exactly, the order's never completed at the exact price you put in. It's just a couple of ticks either side of it each time. USD price at the time, well, we'll call it 50 cents. That's going to be close enough. Okay, so bought at 50 cents. The Bitcoin price right now, just so we know, because I always record that as well. And we've got 19,300. We'll call that 19,300. That gives me my US dollar cost in real terms, which is $4,045. I put an A in there because I am going to talk about this and put a little bulletin out in a minute for the cryptocurrency, digital currency trader members. And that's it. On this occasion, I am not going to put a sell order in straight away because I want to see how ADA develops. I have a feeling this could be a big project, and you know, I'd be very happy if this started getting up into double-digit dollar values, you know, and if it went further than that and started to really take off, well, happy days. And you know, it has the potential to do that, given that we are talking suddenly about the 6th biggest market cap in the market, and it's come from nowhere, by the way. It's come from absolutely nowhere to do that. So if these guys continue to develop based on what they're hoping to achieve, that 50 cents buying price could be good value, and I think I'd have been happy to go certainly up by another 10 cents to 60. Okay, so I'm going to put an alert out on that now. What I'm hoping we managed to achieve there was a good understanding, again, of how to operate in terms of selling and buying on Bittrex, because it covered a bit of both. And if I wanted to, by the way, instantly put a sell order in, I could do that now. I'm not going to go ahead, but what I would do, for example, is I would use my spreadsheet first off to work out what profit level I wanted. So let's say I wanted to sell, half of it for 50% growth, for argument's sake. What I need to do quickly is work out what 50% is. So 2620 is what I'd put into my calculator, because I bought at 2,620 satoshis. I want to know what 50% growth is on that, so I just times that by 50% on my calculator, and then plus equals, and that gives me a price then if I want to get 50%. So, and we can confirm that just by putting it in there, 3930, and you'll see that that's a 50% Bitcoin profit at that level. Okay, so coming away from that, if I wanted to actually do that, I could put in click the maximum button if I want to sell them all, put the price in at, I can't remember what I said, 3930. Okay, so put that in at 3930. Okay, 3930. So just confirm, there's my ask price. Okay, limit sell 8,000, and then if I click sell ADA at that level, I have said I want to sell all of them at that price. Okay, that's not going to hit that price now, so I've got no chance of the order being fulfilled. But also, I might not need to do 8,000 of them. I might want to do half of them. I might want to make it a bigger price. But my point here is I can set this up now instantly, having bought them. Then the advantage is I don't have to worry about that. It's gonna deal with itself if it gets up to that level. Now I don't actually want to do that, so I'm not going to click on the sell button and confirm that. So that's how I would do it if I wanted to do it. Okay, so if I do, in fact, I'll just go through it just to show you. I can do this at no cost. So there's the sell order, just to confirm everything I need. Click confirm. Oh, it's saying that. Oh, okay. It's saying that I don't have sufficient ADA to do that. It hasn't caught up with the fact that I've got 8,000 of them yet. Okay, might well be I already clicked it. Hang on a sec, let's just refresh the screen, see what it's telling me. Okay, now open orders. Well, that's weird, it's telling me now I don't have any ADA. Make its mind up. Oh, okay, because it's gone through. There you are. So it is showing as an open order. So the reason it didn't do it again is obviously it'd already taken that order, and I was trying to sell another 8,000. I don't have them. So there you go. That's the order in there. If I wanted to leave it, it would stay there until it was completed, or until I got fed up with it. I'm already fed up with it because I don't actually want to sell this stuff yet. So I'm going to click to cancel. And there's confirmation that the ADA sale contract is cancelled. And that's it really. It's just to get you comfortable, or a little bit more comfortable with Bittrex. I'm just going to refresh that again, just to make sure everything's as it should be. And there we go. And there's Cardano's ADA. And long may it continue to go up now that I have 8,000 of them. I'm just going to put that out as a message right now, and I hope you found the video useful. Thank you.